Well, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is. Welcome back to our Overexplained run of Satisfactory on the channel. I hope you're doing well today. Golly, we did a lot of stuff last time. Like, we had a really big adventure to go and get some things. I did a tiny bit off stream again. Off stream? We're not streaming, dude. This is recorded. Come on, sort it out. Did a bit off camera. Mainly just tidying up my inventory. I crafted some of that silica like I said I was going to do so that we could claim our inventory slot upgrade. So I did get that. So we got quite a lot of slots now. It's looking good. It's looking good. By the way, I think the size of these icons is a setting. I think in the menu. Where was it? UI. Is it in here? Use small equipment icons in the HUD. I think. Can't remember. There is like, because I saw a screenshot the other day and the icons were enormous, so I've definitely changed something in here that's done that. But I definitely recommend you just have a look through the menus. There's lots of cool little settings that you might think sound good and something you want to use. Just admiring the global illumination, the lighting is loads cooler, I have to say. Like the very subtle sort of reflections on everything is really nice. So I'm glad we've turned it back on, because it is my preferred way. It just looks really good, really, really good. And one of my favourite moments actually is climbing up. This is a bit self-indulgent, but I love like the lighting on the roof of this thing as you come up. Like there's something about this, you can just see like the colours of the light reflecting. It looks really nice. Very cool, very cool. Today we're going to go down here and get this thing. He's not going to be the first thing we're going to do. We're going to go and get that, because there was that big boy walking around it. I fancy getting the hard drive, getting revenge on those stupid things that spit out the little bees, and get a hard drive. Maybe once we've done our first little build for the day. And our first build today, I think, is going to be smart plates. We need to get those ready. We need to start getting them shipped to the space elevator so we can complete our first phase. We'll probably automate a couple of other things before we move on to the next phase properly. But yeah, we want to just get those going. We need 50 of them. It shouldn't take too long. 50 is quite a small amount actually in the scheme of things. If we're going to be making them at a few a minute or whatever. But I think we're probably going to put this on top of this bit. It's going to be interesting layout wise, because we've got quite a strange sort of setup here. So if I just get rid of these railings real quick, I'll have to come up here and decorate this a bit more another time. But so yeah, look, we've got almost like a nice path to the space elevator from here. So I'm thinking we might try and engineer some sort of solution where we build the smart plating up here, which makes sense. I think we've got the assemblers that are crafting what we need are literally just down here. So this guy's making our smart plates. This guy's making our rotors. Not smart plates, sorry, these are reinforced plates. And these guys are all ticking along very nicely now as well. So we're making 4 of these per minute. And if we look here, we're making 5 of these per minute. So all ticking along nicely. If we have, I think if we looked at our smart plates last time, we learned that we need 2 per minute of each. So we'll have spares. I think we can even feed it straight off of these storage boxes. That's not how I'd normally do it. We get a technology that lets us do this in a little bit of a cleverer way later. But for now, my theory is if we just pipe these right up to the top, they can just go and serve another assembler at the top to make the smart plating. They'll provide it faster than it needs, so eventually that machine will back up, the conveyor lift will back up, and then we'll just keep some in storage just naturally. So I think that's probably good enough for me right now. I'm just trying to figure out how we do it. Maybe we'll move them along here and bring them both up here. We'll do the assembler on the end of this sort of side. So maybe we'll just, and do we do a little overhang and use some ceiling holes? Because if you do that, I noticed there's a little, oh well, they go really high anyway, these guys, look how high they go. But I think we will use the ceiling holes. But what I was going to say is there's a little quirk with the ceiling holes where once you've actually got a ceiling hole there, there's a height limit on these guys, like we saw a minute ago, like up to that level. But if there's the height limit is ignored if you connect them to a hole, so you can make a lift like that as big as you want. Yeah, which is quite interesting. But it saves you having to daisy chain them, which doesn't look good if you're ever in that situation, which I have been, and you will be at some point, I guarantee. So cool. So maybe we'll do it sort of like this. The only thing is he's not perfectly aligned, but I don't think that's an issue. I've got a hunch, actually, that spacing might be perfect for doing an assembler on the top floor. So let's go and check that first, and we'll just get that sorted. So let's see, if we were to do an assembler, here he is. Oh, hang on, let's just fill this floor in so he stops complaining about that. Oops, not on zoop mode. Right, so if I stand at this side, we'll try and put an assembler down. That looks like it's right to me, you know, lads. That is great news. So we're just moving back a couple of squares. Like so, and can we even jimmy his power up from down here? You got a spare slot? Oh, lovely. We'll just be really bad. Maybe put a connector here and connect that to him. I'm going to be sloppy today, I don't care. Just want to get this moving. So then we'll just stick this in here. He is going to be pointing outwards into there, perfect. And these guys can both just feed into there. We will tell this machine we want it to make smart plating. At 2 per minute is absolutely fine by me. So that means what? It'll take 100 minutes to make... No, sorry, it'll take 25 minutes to make the 50 we need. So that's fine. I'm not worried about that at all. So we might even be able to send off this phase before the end of this episode if we're lucky. So the next thing we need to do is actually connect up the downstairs so that we start producing. So I think for that we should be able to just do this. Is that actually... Oh, is it doing that thing where it's not... Yeah, it's not going to do it because they're not in the right place. Bugger. How much... How do I make it in the right place? Maybe we can do it this way around. If I start it here and go like that, then I should be able to just connect those two. Oh, that's fine. It's slightly out of line, but I can live with that. So we'll do the same with this one, except you can just face this way. Or do we do it that way for neatness sake? And then we should be able to just do this. Is that a little curvy? Yeah, that's alright. I can live with that as well. Right, so cool. Off they go. That should start producing those up at the top. So now all we need to do is ferry it across to the space elevator. This is going to be a bit of a challenge to make this look pleasant. I don't know how we do this at the moment. So the space elevator is there. I'm thinking we could build a sort of rudimentary... Let's just do some... We'll use... Because if I remember right, this stuff is on the world grid. Donk. So if I hold control as I place these over this side, that's perfectly in line with this now, apparently. Yeah, he is. So if we swap this now to like a foundation, if we try doing this, look, 2 meters is not quite steep enough for my liking. Is it? So what we might do is not even do that. We'll just, we'll use, where's the actual ports? Over here. So maybe we just bring it along a bit further than that. Like this. Let's see, how far do we want it to? Over about here. I can live with that. That's alright. And what we'll do is we'll just try and fill out the back a little bit as well. Just so it's like buried into the cliffside. Maybe give it... Can I see a concrete pillar from here? No. Give us one of these. Maybe. Can I see the texture? I reckon that's about the middle. Oh, forgot to put on zoop. There we go. Get him down into the floor so at least he's supported and he doesn't look too silly. You as well. And then this ladder we can actually get rid of. Or we'll put a proper ladder here now. It's actually... That's a bit better. Cool. So what I'm thinking is, let's hop back over. We just need to move it out of there. Maybe we'll just make some sort of like a gantry and try and join them up without them looking too terrible, because they're on different sort of grid alignments. We'll see how it looks. And hopefully we'll just put a little conveyor on a conveyor pole thing, and it should look all right, I think. Let's stretch this all the way over, see what that looks like. It's actually a bit further than we meant to do it, but that's all right. Can we see under there? It's a bit hard, isn't it? Right. So we can get rid of those, for sure. This one could probably also go. But generally, that's not too bad, is it? I think... Well, if I just put another one on top... Ah! That was a bit freaky. So yeah, that looks like that, which isn't too bad. I think that's a good enough little corner, isn't it? For my liking, I think that's absolutely fine. So now maybe we'll use a ramp down like this, just to smooth that off a bit. And then the other part is we can just maybe... we can get rid of this stuff. Can I jump? Can I jump up there? Not quite up there. But if we remove this, remove that as well. So let's think. Oh, we got a bit of terrain here. We'll just build across this real quick. So my plan is, he's in a bit of a strange position. I wish I'd centered him a bit more, but it's fine. He's lined up with the boxes down below, so it's fine. Look, they're absolutely stacked on this stuff. So that's looking really nice. He's going to be easily going 100%. We're going to have this done in no time, you know. Let's get a stackable conveyor pole. We'll stick one directly in front of it. Maybe about here. Then I'll put one here. And these are nice. You can... oops. Where's he gone? Come back. You can zoop them. So you can just go like this and make them really tall. Which is really handy, actually. But we're going to just do like a one high for now, because I don't think we're going to have much... We're not going to have other conveyor traffic coming this way, I don't think. Not for a while anyway, so we can redo it if we need to. And what I'd like to do is just maybe pop one over this side that's kind of in line with this. It's hard to do this when there's not... I'll tell you what we'll do. If I put this here like that, we'll copy and do another one of these here. And then I'll delete this floor and delete this one. And then hopefully I can I build under this one now? Oh, does it not let you do that? It does look like it's lining it up though. So we'll try like this. That's close enough for me. And then hopefully this will just line up quite nicely if we just put... Well, let's see. Are we on the same grid here? Apparently we are. So that one looks like it's linked directly in front of this square. So if I pop him here, that should be nicely in line. And now we'll just connect this all up real quick. And then we should be good to get our first... Oh, these can be a bit fiddly. I have noticed it prioritises, because obviously I'm pointing that side of it. So from this sort of angle, it's quite hard to differentiate. But you can do it. It's just a little bit fiddly. If you're finding it tricky, just get a bit closer, or where you can easily differentiate between sides. Here we go. Smart playing en route. En route. And like I said before, you don't have to do it this way. You can just pick up the items and come and insert them yourself. But this way, I just don't have to think about it. Oh, do you know what? That's better than using these silly poles, so we'll just get rid of those. That'll do. It doesn't look too bad. It's a bit steep, but... fine by me. And here they come. That's all the ones we've made so far. Oops. Let's at least have a look at them. The other thing, sorry, I just thought about these, is that these count as ladders. So if we do like just as an example, you can actually just scoot up the side of these like this. It's actually quite handy. Once you've got, because you will end up, well, you might not, but I ended up with lots of tall conveyor highways, which were quite funny on one save. So yeah, recommended. So there goes our conveyor, our smart plating. And then look, he's coming out at the rate he's coming, what was it, 1 every 2 minutes or something, 2 a minute. So they've got nice big gaps between them, but that's all good. We'll just get rid of those for now. And now that's it, lads. That was a good, quick first build. I'm quite happy with that. Definitely. So, cool beans. We'll let that carry on. Let's see if we can now grab that hard drive we saw. Whoa, 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 that's a bad jump. Don't know what happened there. How are we doing for items? Just Just making sure I've got concrete. Yeah, we should have enough concrete to get back up. Because I'm going to probably have to use some foundations to get back up. We'll see if we can make a way down from here. In fact, why don't we just start it here? It's not a bad idea, you know. So we've got a foundation here, we can just start it off. So I'll just pop you out there. Then we'll grab a foundation and just... This is not that steep. We do want to go quite far down, but if we go like this for now, let's just see where we go. What I'm more interested in is having a way back. Getting down is very easy, especially because we've got big jumps now. So that's not too shabby. What we might do next, let's see if we can make another one. Oh golly. About here is fine. And we'll make a big ramp this time because I think we need it to be a bit steeper. That's looking good. So we're nearly there now. There's that big guy wandering around. We only need to get to this little machine here. We can scoot around. Given he's a high-level enemy, there'll probably be some good loot, like some good manufactured items down there that we can steal and maybe sink to get some good money back. So we will try and take them all out. It's going to be tricky though, I know it. Let's get our healing items on. I don't think we need a chainsaw for this one. And then how do we get down from here? Let's try and keep it close to this other ramp. Whoa, God! Well, accidentally ran off the edge. That's one way to get started. Let's go. Oh, that's him dead. Right, first job complete. Needs 120 megawatts. Interesting. Okay, we should be able to bring the power from our base. You come in? Can't tell if they were like higher level versions of those things because they hurt quite a lot. We have got some good loot here, look. Casing industrial beams is good. Computers are good. We'll definitely sink those. They're not quite as high level as the ones we got before. Oh, were those guys down there shooting me maybe as well? What's that over there? Stators? Motors? Oh, hello. Oh, we've got to be careful here. Oh, am I just too high for you to get up? I'm going to exploit the hell out of that, mate. Whoa! That was insanely cool. Oh dear, mate. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. Oh no, we got out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we need to get out of here. This is risky. We'll scoop what we can. Oh, what was that? Circuit boards? Oh man. Okay. I think we're alright. We're just going to heal up a bit more. Jeez, have I got more heals? There we go. Right, see if we can kill this little guy before going back. Ow! Okay. So we now need to try and figure out... I think there was one more pickup I missed. Oh, the weather just suddenly changed. It was a bit odd. It looks great though, doesn't it? I'm really enjoying... The lighting feels really good since we've turned the global illumination back on. So this looks like something we can steal. Oh, gas obelisk. Whoa! He can just spit rocks at us. What the heck? What a beast. Okay, I think that's everything that's here. So now we've got to try and figure out how to get back up. Shoot. Come on. Okay, that's not too bad. See if we can grab these. And what we need to try and do, let's just... No, what do we want? We want a 4-meter ramp, please. we're just going to go like this. I'll do for one. So I can do bigger. Oh, I should be able to jump up there now. Right, so we need to bring some power to this guy. Do that, so hopefully I can start. Remember to do another power line in a second. Do I even need these? I might not. The jumping's just a bit glitchy, like the collision is really weird. So I don't want to mess with that too much. We'll just do some more of these. How can I start one easily? Can I put one here somewhere? Well, that'll do. From that way. Perfect. Now I can at least scramble up here. That's where we started. Oh, we were just up there. Look, it's not actually that far. So if we do another few, it's going to look janky as heck, but I don't care. As long as it works, I'm happy. That might even be enough to do it. Huzzah! Right, that'll do. What? Who's seen me now? Oh, this guy. Jesus. Hang on. I'm just wary because they knock you flying so far. So we're going to be careful we don't get hit off the edge. I'd rather just take the damage and keep hitting him. What are you going to do? Jesus. Pretty tough. We need better guns, definitely. Bombs are quite useful once we get those. We've talked about the bombs a little bit. We saw them in the tree. We did just pick up some, but I don't actually have the detonator to use them yet. So maybe we should try and get that later this episode too. Right, let's see if we can connect this power up real quick. Because as long as we've done this, we can go back and grab that hard drive, and that was the main purpose of this little mission. Bink. There we go. Job's a good one. Whew. Careful of those falls. We don't want to be falling. Not yet. Right. So now, hopefully... Oh, no, not again. Well, hopefully he's just going to stay there and I can just very quickly go here, open this, take the thing, give me the thing, give me the thing, and just get out of here again. Perfect. Why has it gone all flickery? That's not good. This happened yesterday when I was playing off camera. It's something to do with the clouds at this time, I think. There's some... Yeah, there's like a little glitch when you look in certain directions. It's very odd. Anyway, if it continues to be annoying, I'll just turn the fog off because I think that fixes it. Oh, look how good it looks, though. What a game. Right, so we got a hard drive we can chuck in the MAM. But it does make me think, there was some other research we wanted to do in the MAM. We did just talk about doing bombs, and we've got some coal. Why don't I, very quickly... yeah, we got space. I'm going to just chuck these cool items we just found in the sink. Like, I don't really care about the gas nobelisks. Let's just put them in. We'll put all these circuit boards in, stators, motors, computers, encased beams. We should get a good chunk of tickets, hopefully, for that. How many tickets are we on at the moment? 2. So we'll see what that might have gone up to by the time that's finished. Hopefully, maybe 3 or 4. Now, there was... I didn't put a map marker down, did I, for the sulfur? That's a silly thing to do, Rob. So hopefully we'll spot it again. What's just... Whoa! What's down here somewhere? Ouch. Oh, getting about is so good, though, once you can do big jumps. Oh, golly, hello. Didn't want any more fights. I'm fed up of fighting. Take your guts, though. So it's all useful. Alright, we'll just leave those two doing that again. That jump shouldn't have worked because we were going uphill. Don't tell anyone. It somehow did work. See, if you try it, I tried to be clever there and do it on a bit that looked kind of flat. But it is tricky. It stops you dead if you do it in the wrong place. Not cool. Right, so let's do a quick bit of memories. No, that's... Why did I say... You know what I'm trying to say. Memory action. Why are we talking about memory action? Right, this is not... Oh, but maybe we should just do this as well. Let's select that so we remember to do that. Get that milestone done so we get the jump pads. Did I have relevant materials here? Yes, we'll take that guy out of there. Right. So we've got a hard drive. We're not going to put that in until we finish doing some other bits first. So there was as well, hang on a second. Didn't I put a load of things in here so we can make some quick wire? So what I might do, let's just quickly set that up. So that we can get, when I've done some other stuff, I can come and grab the quick wire and do that last. Line up, please. There we go. It's lined up with those other ones for some reason, but it'll do. Where's my conveyor belts? There. We put those ingots into you. We'll tell you to make quick wire. I'll give him some power real quick. Does that connect to that? Oh, that would have been cool. Let's just do it this way then. There we go. So he's making us some quick wire while we just do some other research. So what did we want to do? I think we want to do some of these. So this will let us craft black powder, which will in turn let us get a detonator once we get some steel pipes. And once we get the encased industrial beams, we can get a hand equipment slot, which is pretty cool. And this is eventually, if we look further down here, we've got other stuff. We need. I'm not going to look at these too much because they're all things that we can't properly do yet. You might be able to skip one of these if you find, like this one needs plastic, for example, this blue stuff here. So if you find plastic on one of those crash sites, of course you can just skip this. But personally, I'll just wait until we can mass produce this stuff. But this is how you look, rifle. Sounds pretty cool. I've never really used it, to be honest, because I had the fighting turned off on any save game where I've got far enough for it. So, Quartz still got some interesting stuff, but we can make some black powder now, and we can use that in a little while to get some extra stuff. So that's cool. I'll pop this sulfur and coal back in the box, and we'll make some black powder soon. Maybe we'll put, how much quick wire have we got already? 6970, that's cool. How many do we need for the trees we wanted to do? Which one was it? Caterium? We need 100. Oh, he's very nearly there. He's very nearly there. So maybe we'll just turn this alien piece, these alien pieces into protein. Nice. Maybe I'll just make some DNA capsules actually, and I'll chuck them in the sink too. Just so we've got a nice little backlog of tickets building up, so that when we want to get our next things from the shop, that we can. Let's see, has all that stuff gone in yet? Yeah, it looks like it has. What do we get? Oh, we got up to 14, that's not too shabby at all. Nice. Let's chuck those guys in. Or maybe we'll watch how this works this time. So if we look here, you should see this click up. It looks like it's, 2 at the moment, and then eventually it'll change to need 3 like it's done now by the looks of it. Yeah, so now it leads, because you can see it's filling up in sort of thirds, this one at the moment. But there we go, we got up to 18 coupons. That's pretty cool. That's real cool. So, just taking a little glance at the top of the screen up here, look, we can see our, we've nearly done our objective, which is absolutely amazing news. And what I'm probably going to do once it's done is I will just build a sink up there, and I will start sinking that stuff so we get loads of tickets from it. Because those are they're higher value items, I think, because they're more complicated to make. Is something like that? I don't know the full ins and outs of it. I don't think you need to. But essentially, the more complicated an item you put in, the more points you get. But yeah, this is looking all hunky-dory. So I'm thinking, what are we going to do next? We're going to finish that Caterium research quick. And then after that, I think we will do... I'm just looking, have I got any notes written? Oh yeah, we'll just start automating the modular frames. That's the last, I think that's the last buildable that we haven't automated. So we'll get that done. See what we can do. Oh, power slugs, can I do this one? I think we do have a... Where have I put him? Is he in this box? I think we got a purple slug. Here he is. else do I need for that one? Oh, copper sheets. Let's add that to the to-do list. We can grab that real quick. So we should have a nice box full of those by now. Oh yeah, look at that. Beauty. So that's looking really good. Let's then unlock that. So now I think that what that does is the power shards thing here lets us now turn the purple slugs into power shards. We couldn't do that before. And they're quite good because they actually, the blue ones turn like one slug to 1 battery, but the purple ones are like 1 slug to 5 batteries or something like that. So it's quite good. Yeah, synthetic power shards. I've never found in 200 odd hours of playing this game a time crystal. I don't even know what that is still. So yeah, I won't worry about that one too much. But what we wanted to do was the Caterium, because we should be able to pay for this one. Because that unlocks all of this stuff. There's some really cool stuff here. We'll look at each one eventually, but for now I just want to look at 2 that I think are quite useful, that we're interested in, is AI limiters, which is like, they're just a building component. You don't need that many of them, but you do use them for building these smart splitters. Now, smart splitters are insanely cool. They let you choose a specific single output on each direction. So it lets you suddenly start to be able to sort stuff. And it also lets you do a thing called overflow sorting, which is quite nice, which means you can set up something like a storage box and a sink where it will fill the box until the box is full. And once the box is full, you can overflow the rest into the sink. So at least you're still using your production, all your machines still run, and you bin the excess that you don't want, and you still get to keep a full storage or full production line somewhere else or something like that. So it's quite useful indeed. So we've unlocked that as a potential tech tree now, so that's cool. We can start looking at that. But I think for now we are probably done with the MAM, so we're going to stick this hard drive on to scan. We'll empty some of this stuff back into our boxes over here. Like, I'll put our tickets in there. We've got 22. We might come and get those at some point, because we'll want to get some more bits and pieces. I'm sure we will, to put to help us make a factory. So smart play is nearly done. So maybe we'll go up there quick and we'll just set up the sink right now, so it's ready for when the last ones have shipped. And we can how do I get up again from here? Oh, here. Dude, right in front of you. So we'll put a sink up here for this to feed into. Where can it go? I think we'll just put it here. Maybe we'll fill this little gap in. Off you go, mate. So there's one all the way over there. There's one there. This is nearly the last one. We can probably stop this in a minute and put it straight into the sink. So that's really good news. Where's our sink gone? Here's one. We'll just pop him right here like this. Connect him up to some power. We need to paint him the right colour. Very important. I love how orange this colour looks in this biome. Like the lighting colour looks really cool. Did I use you? Did I power you? Yes, I did. And then, let's think he's on. I think that's it. We'll let that one go. And I think I'm just going to destroy this bit here. Destroy this thing here. And we'll just link this up like this. Nice and easy. No messing about. I think. So that's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 just going in. So that's it. That is the 50. Beautiful. So we can send that off in a moment. I don't want to send it off just yet though. I want us to automate our next object, and then we'll do that. I think this overhang needs to be extended a little bit to look better. So that's cool. I'll do some decorations off stream for sure. But there we go. All these rotors and plates are coming up here. We should have, this should be backed up, which it looks like it is. So that means we're still, overall ticking up the storage by a few a minute. And the same story for the plates as well. So that's great. Let's just see if we got plenty of plates still. Yeah. So happy with that. Ticking along nicely. And if we wanted to, of course, since we're now just sinking that stuff up there, we could just reduce that to be 1 a minute if we wanted. I would highly recommend you never get rid of a factory that's creating some useful product, because you never know when smart plating, for example, will come back in a future requirement. I made the mistake of thinking that they just disappear, but they do come back, and they will be like sub-ingredients of, you know, a later phases equivalent of smart plating. So it does get kind of, yeah, regret if you if you get rid of stuff. We haven't really talked much about the cool big manta ray guy. I like that he's visible here, because I thought he was only visible from the sort of green fields or whatever it's called area. But and maybe his loop just comes all the way up here, or maybe he's a different one. I don't know. It's cute. So, what are we going to make next? We're going to make what are they called again? Modular frames, I think. So modular frames. We're going to need a factory for this again, I think. This may be separate. Or we do like we talked about earlier, and it would suck up all of the resources from this current one, I think, all of our reinforced plate. So we could use the reinforced plate that's being produced below. The drawback then is we won't be storing any, because we'll be using all of it. Some of it will be made into plates here and being sunk. And some of it will go to the other thing. What are they called again? Modular frames. Sorry, that's what happens when I try and do two things at once there. Can't talk and think at the same time. So maybe we'll do that. It just means we need to bear in mind that I'll need to create another place to produce reinforced plates. And I'm not sure where that's going to go at the moment. Why is this completely backed up? It shouldn't be. Bothers me, that does. Bothers me. So for now, I'm going to take the easy route, and I'm going to just convert the top floor of this, the other side, into something that's going to create plates for us. The only thing that's going to be tricky with this is that it needs, I think it needs rods. I'm not sure how many it needed. Why don't we just have another quick look? Modular frame. It needs 12 rods per minute, and I think one of these things at full tilt makes 15? Yeah, 15 it is. So, yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do. These machines are almost completely backed up, which is interesting. They should be using their rods almost perfectly, but maybe I forgot to empty them when we did the emptying earlier on. So let's think. I could increase the production on these slightly so that we get more rods. That could work, because we're already making these rods, and they're going straight into the assembler downstairs. So I could just, before taking them downstairs, I could split the output, send some of them upstairs to make these other things. And in fact, I think I'm going to do that. That's probably the best way to do it. So we're just going to wing it. We don't need to think about this too hard. It's very easy to get lost in just plans and wondering how it's going to work and freaking out. I freaked out a lot the first time I played this game because it is quite overwhelming. I think we need to watch out for this power situation though, because has he got one more slot left? He does. I'm going to just expand him onto another thing the other side, I think, like this. We'll delete this one and just power it up separately like that. It just makes it a bit easier for us to branch out in whichever direction we want to go. So let's make... what am I missing for this guy? Oh, reinforced plates. That's no good. We'll take a couple of these for our usage. Okay, so let's put this guy down. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe this guy... Which way do I make him face? I think this way could work. But maybe I'll do it this way, because ultimately I want his output to come downstairs and join one of our... join our little line of boxes here. So maybe we can squeeze him in here. It's tight to get the input to fit if we do it like that. But we'll try and get him here somewhere. Maybe he can be in a slightly different position, just so we can make it work. But, you know, if we're producing up there, I want those frames to be down here and easily grabbable for me. I don't have to climb up these ladders every time. So let's go and see what we can do in terms of routing all of this stuff. It's going to be a mess, but I kind of like a hot mess, don't you? Hot mess is good. So we'll clear his front side out so we can get rid of his goods later on. We'll give him a power line straight away so he's already hooked up. Make sure we tell him what he's going to be making. 2 modular frames a minute. And they're going to go downstairs. So maybe we'll do this, we will do this completely backwards. So what's he need? 3 plates, 12 iron rods. I'm just going to actually quickly screenshot that for myself and stick it on my second monitor so I can remember it without running back and looking at the inventory again. There's not a nice path down here, is there? We've got all this nice walkway in the way, which is going to have to go. Sorry, lads. Oh no, I just deleted a power line. That's no good. So now we can kind of do it. And it's going to land straight here, which is sort of facing the wrong direction. We want it to come out and maybe come over. That is a tricky one. How do I make that better? Let's work it right backwards. We'll put the box down to start. Maybe the box can go like this, look. It doesn't have to be that aesthetic. I just want it to be in a place where it's easy for me to access and pick it up. I don't want it to clip through everything though. So maybe we'll do this. Lift this guy up here so I can see roughly where it'd be. The only thing is I can't use that anymore. I can't get that. Now we're in trouble. Let's just temporarily put another piece of that there. And we'll figure out what we're going to do about the catwalks off camera, I think. Right, so he's lining up to be about there. So that's cool. Let's get rid of this. We can work with that. We just do him like that. Put him like that. And then if we go... Oh, our hard drive's finished. Might go and have a look at that in a sec. Why is that not where I thought it would be? Annoyance. Right, there we go. Let's get rid of that little pole in the way. So that should go all the way down here and feed into our storage box. So that's our output sorted. Now we just need the input sorting. So we might have to do this from the bottom up, I think. What I might do though is if we pop down conveyor floor holes here, that at least lets me see from the underneath where the entrance to that is. We can try and figure it out. So this has to change slightly. And where are we making the plates? Oh, the plates are downstairs, aren't they? So they're already being brought upstairs. So we can split the plates upstairs, is what I'd do actually, and bring some over. So that's fine. So we can do that way. I am right there, aren't I? Yeah. We're doing them straight from the storage box. They're just going upstairs. So we'll split it that way. That's cool. So all I need to do here is where this is merging and going to be used downstairs, we need to split it. So we'll let it merge first. We need to get rid of this and this. We need this to then split and feed into one of these. So let's go. And then this is going to go downstairs the same way that it did before. So if we make this a splitter like that, I'll put a new hole here. And hopefully when we fix that underneath in a sec, that'll be kind of close to where it was before. So it won't be too hard to fix. Which way are we going at the moment? Oh no, we're pressing the wrong button. We want to mark one reversed. We do. That's it. So you can connect to there. And this is almost in line with that, isn't it? That's a shame it's not quite right. If we put one of these here, should be able to just face it that way. Put another one over there, face it this way, and just join those two up. On a bit like this, I think the right angle mode makes it look a bit weird, so straight is preferred for sure. So there we go. That should bring those over. So what this should be doing now is rods should be coming in from there. Rods are coming in from here. They need to go into this splitter, which is going to start sending them up that way to go up to that machine up there. And sending them through here. But we need to now fix that. So let's drop down here. Okay, so that was going there before. Let's put that like that. We can then delete this bit of conveyor and remake it. Hopefully now. We get up high enough to see. Just make sure that the rods are coming. Oh, they're coming. So that's cool. So we're still sending rods in both directions. We just need to make sure we're now making enough rods to satisfy both machines. We needed 12 extra compared to what we were already making. So we were already making exactly what we needed for our rods. So we need to add on 6 to each one. So we are going to need to overclock. Whoa, not that many overclocks. We are going to need to overclock them a little bit to just make them 16 each. They only drag a tiny extra bit of power in this case, so that's quite nice. Oh, we don't need to do this, we can copy paste. There we go, so they're both making 16 now. So the guy upstairs needed 20, and then the other guy needed 12. So that's 32 altogether, and we're making 32. So that should be cool. The only thing we also need to update now is the smelters beforehand to make sure they're doing enough stuff too. So you're making 20. Wait a minute, what's going on here? You're making 25. Oh, I need to just remind myself of what's going on. Is that because these were using 12.5 each? Yeah. So 12.5, so 25 plus 32. Is that right? That is right, I think. 57. So it's just under full capacity. And what is that? All the way to? No. We need a bracket. 28.5 each. Right, fine. My maths is terrible. I should know that, shouldn't I, really? So, put him on 95. We'll put this guy on 95 as well. Perfect. Okay, so that's those two done. And then this guy now needs to produce more, right? Because they're... Yeah, because now they've changed from 45 they wanted before. Now they want 57. What am I using? There we go. So this guy needs to be doing 57. Why didn't that work? Perfect. Okay, so that should be sorted, I think. So that should be our rods. Now I've got extra things coming in so that they can now produce more. Hopefully, I'm just going to watch this guy a minute. He looks like he's getting it at the right rate. Look, there's a tiny blip of idle time there, but it's very short, so hopefully that's going to even itself out soon enough, I think. So that's cool. So now we just need... How did you get up here, mate? You strange little guy. Now we just need to sort out the very top floor. Can we just get up here? Oh. Do need a way up. From down here. That'll do. So now we can connect these. We can connect one of these anyway. I think we'll do this one as... This one should be the rods, right? Are they already connected there? Yep, they're being fed straight in, so that's grand. Then we just need to split the plates here. So we'll do that in a really undignified way. I just dunk one of those guys on there. We'll route this right round here. Don't even care how good it looks. Although I will try and make it a little bit tidy. You can just literally go straight in like that, so we don't need the hole. We'll get rid of that. There we go. You should now start spewing plates this way. We're not going to be making any more reinforced plates now. So, well, I mean, we are. We're just burning all of them. So we need to just grab maybe a couple of stacks just to make sure we've got plenty for now. And the next thing we're going to have to do is probably redesign some of our general production so that we've got capacity. I'm going to take those couple out just so we've got them spare. And let's just stash them in one of these boxes for now. This one will do. Dunk, dunk. But yeah, I think we're going to need to redo this side now. We'll try and make it more compact, and we'll make it neatly producing all of our just spare stuff that we use for building. I think that's what the next goal will have to be. I think otherwise though, that's a side goal, because I think now that we've got those modular frames producing, this place is a bloody state. Look at it. We need to tidy this up with some exterior walls or something at some point. Try and make it look a bit nicer. But we need to go and just send off the space elevator because we have completed our objective. So let's go and hit that button. Again, this is something that works in a stranger way than I expected, and I don't really understand why. So you have to come up to this thing. It says we've completed it. Great, thumbs up. We pull this thing to seal. You have to wait for this convoluted scene to finish. Even if you close out, we can close out the screen, it carries on playing sort of by itself, it knows it's doing it. And then we have to watch a little video, and then you have to come back and then pull it down again to send it. I don't know what, and the first time I thought I was doing something wrong. Oh no, does the video play after the send? Oh, I'm mistaken, I take it back. But it is a bit daft, you essentially have to just come in and press the button twice. And then if we watch, that should go off to the space elevator. Oh, the big arms are undoing. Ooh. Oh, yes. Blew a hole in the clouds. That's pretty dope. Looks cool, doesn't it? Amazing they managed to build all of that stuff from those 50 smart plates. It didn't look like that much stuff to me, but clearly I was mistaken. There we go, that thing comes back down. He's waiting now for the next lot of stuff. And of course, we can now see that at the top of the screen here. We need 1,000 smart plates, 1,000 new things that I don't know what they are, and 100 other things that I don't know what they are. Oh no, 1,000 seems like an incredibly large amount, does it not? So let's go back over to our sink that was over here, and we're gonna disconnect this and reconnect it back like we were before, because it's going to take a really long time for those things to be done. So if we just hook this up like this, I'm hoping we can just do that. Can you reach this one? There we go, so he's connected back up. So 1,000 smart plates at 2 per minute, is it? It's going to take 500 minutes. So yeah, that's what, like 8 hours-ish. A long time, is what I'm saying, lads. It's a long time. So we got loads to do in the meantime now while we figure out all of this stuff. But now that we've done that, the most exciting news, how could I forget, is that we can now go to the next tier. Of course, we miss out on some of these promptings because we've turned off Ada, but we're still trying to do jump pads. Maybe we should go and complete that. Let's just get that one checked off, shall we? We haven't really had much use for them yet, and maybe just having them ready to go will mean we will when we get a chance. I think we need some rotors. Yeah, I'm a bit short. We'll take those. So we should I'm just thinking about this. We should be building up a stack of these modular frames, so they're building away nicely, so that's fine. These, we won't have much, yeah, these are all going to get used pretty much now, I think. That's going to, that's not going to be a suitable storage for us anymore, so we need to sort that out pretty soon, I think. Probably is going to be the first thing we have to do, because it's an essential building component. So, what are we doing? We're trying to do this, let's get this quest, this objective handed in, so we've got the jump pads, and then we'll look at what's in the next tier. Get a bit excited about it, because it is blooming cool getting a new tier, lads. We love it. We love it. Rods are always way overproduced. We just set them up so that they just automatically sync. Same with the screws. And we need cable. Have I got 150 cable? No, I do not. There we go. Okay. So, let's get these sent off. And we'll have a look at the next milestone. I love getting a new milestone in this game. It's the best bit. Jump pads! Should we just do a little demo on jump pads? We should do. It's an Overexplained. So let's do it. So, can I just build one straight off? They come under a section called Transport, which is new. So we got a jump pad, and we got the landing jelly as well, right? So essentially, let's see if we can set one up to help us get up onto the top of this thing. Right, so we're just going to plonk it here. So you get to place it. Oh, I'll undo that first. So first of all, you can use your mouse wheel to sort of rotate him. If he's on a foundation, he'll only go and snap in sort of 8 directions. But you get a lot more freedom if he's out on the floor. And you can place him. And then once he's placed, you can use the mouse wheel then to change the tilt. Look. So actually, it's quite funny. From here, we're not going to be able to get high enough to get on the roof. So let's do it a bit closer and see if we can get a roof jump pad on the go. Oh, there we go. So I just plop him like there. We'll hook him up to a power line. And then essentially, I might just jump on it. And just as that. There we go. We've got a really nice way to just get up to the top. I think we will leave that one. Just, he was a demonstration, but I enjoy that. So, in fact, oh, what have I just done? Built a power line in the complete wrong place. I wanted to do something a bit more like this. And then we'll just connect that up like that. So they are quite handy. You can use them to travel long distances. You can daisy chain them. You can come up with creative ways to use them. It's quite fun. But now, whenever we want to pop up there, at least I've got a nice easy way to just hop up and check out what's going on. So that's really satisfying. Sweet. So let's go back now and we'll have a look at what the new milestones are. So we've got the new ones. So 3 and 4 is opened. Coal power, vehicular transport, basic steel, enhanced asset security. We might get that since we're actually fighting. I think that's kind of a priority for me. Fix-it blueprints, logistics Mark 1, advanced steel production, expanded power infrastructure, hypertubes. Mate, hypertubes are cool. Hypertubes can... Will that description stay on the screen? It won't. Transport fix-it employees. A hypertube system cannot be powered up or used until a hypertube entrance is attached. So you can make these cool tube systems that just ponk you around the place. They're great. We'll definitely be making some hypertubes when we've got them. So this one is about, I think, coal power is really important. We've just gone hard on our power. Where's the nearest power line? But look, our max consumption is actually at capacity right now. So that's quite interesting. I didn't realise we were that high. What's our sort of average though? So we're running at about 260. So you've got to remember things like our max consumption is 361. I think this jump pad, even though it's not using any power right now, but when it gets used, it does use power. Can I jump while I'm on this? No. But I think, let's just test that out. So what are we on? Max consumption is 361. If I destroy this, what does this say now? Give it a second to realise. Yeah. Oh, and because my mouse pointer was on it. So now it's dropped to 356. So things like this will contribute, and they sort of artificially inflate the number. And there's things like this awesome sync up here, which I don't actually need anymore. So I'm going to bin him. That should recover a bit more as well. Now we're on 326. So this is good. I'm not feeling too worried. So what I'm going to do, though, is the next step, like I said, will be to dismantle all of this, and we're just going to make this more tidy and hopefully more energy efficient with like only one miner and stuff like that. We'll see what we can do. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll try it though. So let's go back and have a quick look through the milestones and see what's there, see what sounds exciting, and what we might want to look at next. And like we said a minute ago, I think coal power is probably going to be the first thing we wanted to get for sure. We're close to our max on the biofuel that we're doing at the moment. So I think, yeah, getting some coal sorted is great. It's a stronger power source. It can be fully automated. We don't need to muck about getting wood or leaves or dead animals anymore to get power. So that's going to be really great. So all of this stuff in here is all the technology that sort of relates to that. So we can scan for coal. We need a water extractor to help the coal power plant work because it heats water to make steam to make energy. And then the pipelines to transport the liquid and stuff. So that's going to be quite exciting new stuff. We'll probably do that next episode, I think. What have we got over here? Vehicular transport. Tractors. Oh, excuse me. These pick up and deliver resources at truck stations. So this is a way of us to start moving resources around automatically between different little sites that we might have. Why would we want to use that? Well, it's probably going to be handy for when we start doing steel, because we're going to need to do steel somewhere different from where we are because of what the requirements are for steel. So steel will give us a foundry, which we can see here, which smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. So what that means is, to make steel, you essentially mix coal and iron. So that's how we get steel. So this is a new smelter type building that will let us create that, and then we can create these products from that. And oh look, versatile framework, that's this guy that's up here. So we need to make 1,000 of those. So I think proceeding through this in a linear fashion is probably a good idea, except for this one. Maybe we can get that right now and it'll just mean we can kill the creatures a bit easier. So I think that is probably the actual first one we're going to do. And then if we look at tier 4 real quick, all of these are stuff that needs steel. That's right, so we won't look at these too much just now, but there's some cool stuff here that we'll look at real quick. So here we get blueprints as an option, which means we can build this little blueprint designer, create a bunch of stuff inside it and save it as a template. It gets very handy for when you need to do bigger factories in the future. Logistics Marks 3, faster conveyor belts and lifts. We get big storage containers, that's pretty cool. Then we've got advanced steel production. We get miner Mark 2, so we can get more resources out of resource nodes. Encased industrial beams, these are other sort of bits and pieces that we need. These are building blocks for other stuff. Automated wiring, again, is this guy up here. We need 100 of those guys. Don't let that fool you though. Creating him is very convoluted. It involves these multiple things, multiple assemblers. It gets very complex. So this is our first proper complicated thing to manufacture, I'd say. This might be a point where we stop the Let's Plays once we've done this phase. We'll see. By that point, I should have gone through everything I think that we need to in terms of the overall sort of getting started and getting your head around most of the screens and stuff. This power structure one's nice. You get big power towers, which are quite cool. You can do them over a bigger distance than normal power lines, which is great. And then we talked about hypertubes already. It's like a cool way for you to zip around. So if we end up with a steel plant that's far away from our main base, we can connect it with some hypertubes and we can just zip around between sites, which is really cool and good fun. So yeah, great. This is all looking very exciting. So I think for now then, let's go and get our enhanced asset security done. I'm not sure if I've got enough stuff on me just now, have I? Got enough of those, got enough of those. Oh no, not quite enough of those. So let's grab a few more of those. Whoa! Are you in this one? No, you're not in this one. You're in this one. Grab a few more piles of those, because I want to make sure I've got some for general use. And we needed wire, which I think is this box. 1, 2, 3 stacks of that. And then we've done the other bits, so that's all fine. In it goes. Donk, donk. And now we can make ourselves a Xeno Basher, which is like an upgraded version. So we need 2 of these for it. So let's just make those real quick. And then what else do we need? We got the frames. Oh, we just need some more wire. Let's grab another little bit of wire. Then we're going to get cracking on building this stuff, I think. Right, that should do it. What else am I carrying here? We've got some iron ore, don't need that. There's some iron ingots, don't need those. Got 1 smart plating. I'll chuck that in the sink. He's too good to just throw in the bin. Well, in fact, let's see how many points we get for it. There he goes. 178. Oh, that was impressive. That was about 80, wasn't it? That was good. Okay, nice. So, no, wait, it was 120. Damn, that was impressive. Impressive. So, what we'll do is we're going to enable this one and turn it on like this. But like I said several times, we've committed all of our plates here are getting used to produce other stuff. So we're not going to make a stockpile of them here anymore. So what we're going to do is, I think it's time to demolish all of this, and we're going to try and rebuild it in a nice compact fashion, supplying it from this 1 iron node. This should be plenty, I think, for us to make all of the stuff we're making here. So we can make the plates, rods, screws, and reinforced plates, and that'll just cover our basic sort of materials, hopefully in one little factory here, or maybe we'll have to put it up the top. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go yet. So this is our first big deconstruction project, I think, and these can be quite tricky just because of your inventory, I think, more than anything. So what we're going to do before we start is I'm just going to, where we've got these little storage boxes, I'm just going to put a whole bunch of them just by here, so we can use these to dump our stuff into as we need. So I'm going to have one at the very end here where I dump everything I'm currently carrying, right? So this is just that's my general inventory. I'll in fact take a couple of these out of there because they don't need to be in there. And then what I'm going to do is run to each one of these boxes, take all, run back, and just put it in another box. And we're going to do that with the next one. I'm just going to repeat this a few times just to empty all of these boxes. They're still going to get a few bits in them now, but that's fine. What else have we got? We've got screws over here. But I think that is it. So that's not too many. As you can imagine, when this is a bit later in the game and you've got dozens of these things all producing stuff, it can be a bit sad when you're trying to do all of this because it gets very hard very quick. So we're going to just literally just wiggle our mouse around, hopefully not delete anything too far. Oh, yeah, did not want to delete that guy. Hello? There we go. Not deleting him, but we'll delete all of this stuff. That's fine, because we don't need any of it. Let's just do that to start. Boom. And like that, it was quiet. So, no, not that. That. There we go. That's that closed. And then we'll just get these ones done as well. Get rid of those. Oh, very quiet. These guys have all lost power, so I must have done something that's messed that up, but that's no big deal for now. This is where the power comes into our base, so that's cool. What we'll do is, I'm not sure how this bit is all going to end up, so for now I'm just going to connect this power line to here, and that needs to just connect to here, and then they should all be, there we go. They're all powered again now? Yeah. These guys still powered? Yeah. Alright, grand. So, let's figure out how we're going to do this, because it is a bit tight on space here. But we do love a big building project, I tell you that much. Put those in there. Put those in there. Any spares can just go in the bin. Don't need all of those. Don't need those. Keep the other bits because we're going to use some of those. And now I can take my inventory box back. And now we're back how we were, ready to build some stuff. So, I think the first step is going to have to be getting up high. So let's go around this side. And I'm hoping, it looks like the sort of world grid might snap nicely to this bit. We'll see. That's not too bad. Look, he's even nearly lined up with it as well. So we've got scope to do some good stuff there, I think. So if we just go like this to start, I'll just get some foundations down. I'll have to go and pick up some concrete, actually, I'm a bit low. But we've got quite a lot of room here. I think that's quite a nice little footprint for a building. I think we can work with this. And we've got this slightly annoying... this cliffside's being slightly annoying for starters. But this bit, yeah, this bit down here sticking out is not ideal. But we can probably work around that. It's only small. So, let's get ourselves a little tower. And see what we can do. So, we're going to try a different approach now as well, because we are at a point where we can, we've got fast enough belts that I think we can start just doing a manifold sort of system instead. And what that would mean is, now instead of splitting the things up, so where we might have like 3 smelters, right? Instead of using a splitter to give each of those smelters 1 feed each, we're going to use a series of splitters. And a series, we're going to do things in lines and effectively fill them up that way. It's a bit different because what happens is the first thing in the line gets filled up faster than the rest. But once everything is caught up and everything's filled up, then it just works as well as splitting it evenly. Essentially. There might be very slight differences, but if there are, I've never noticed them. And I don't think it matters. So what we're going to do first is we've got to think about what we want to produce here, right? So the top line thing is this. He's the hardest one to produce. And for our storage purposes, do we need 50 a minute? 5 per minute? I'm not sure we do. We could probably drop that a little bit. But we'll just assume that we're going to do this for now. So we need at least one of these. How can I do this in a way that's going to show it properly? It's not going to, is it? So what we'll do is we'll start using the notes to do this. So we know, right, that we need at least... I hate that it goes blurry in the background. I understand why it does, but it's a little bit annoying. So for the reinforced iron plate, we need, what do we need? We need 30 iron plates. Not plates, and we need 60 screws, right, per minute. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. What we also need is some other ingredients. Let's have a look what else we want. So I've got those. So wait a second. No, actually, this is a fine way to think about it. So that's the most stuff that I need to make to just make sure that I've got my reinforced iron plates being created. Anything else that I'm creating is just extra. So I can probably just get away with having, I know the plates. Iron plates is like 20 per constructor, so we can have 2 constructors doing that, and the rest I'll just keep as my storage. Rods, I'll have 1 lot. I might even have 1 lot just being split to make... just 1 lot of rods and 1 lot... We can do 2 lots of screws, because the screw recipe we've got does 50 now. So we need 60 for the iron plates, but maybe what we'll do is actually just to keep it simple, we'll just tune down the reinforced iron plates so that they only need 50 screws. So, what's that going to be? If we change this to 4, is that it? That's not quite it, but that'll do. So if we go for 4, we go for an 80% clock on this. We can still do 2 iron plates and I keep the excess. The screws will be the same. We can do this and I'll just keep the excess of 2. Like, screws, we don't need that many screws. So I think this actually works pretty well. If we went to 3 per minute, how many screws would we use then? 36. I think 4 is going to be fine. If we're really desperate, we can manually craft some screws out of rods, and we'll have plenty of rods. So, all of that stuff then, so let's think about it again. Wait, we've come out of that screen too early. So we're in here, we're going to make 4 of these per minute. So we're going to have 2 constructors making iron plates. Let's just write this down in our notes then instead. So we're going to have 2 iron plates. We're going to have 1 rods. We're going to have 1 screws. And we're going to have 1 reinforced iron plates. And he's an assembler. So we need 4 of those. Right, that's cool. So then iron plates, we need to just look at quick to see how much do they need. They need 30 iron a minute. So that means we need 60 iron a minute for those. If we look at the rods, which are just visible there, they need 15. So that's fine. Let's maybe add this as we go. So that's 60 ingots. This is 15 ingots. Screws, I think, is also 15 ingots, but we should just check. Let's see. I know it's 12.5 if we use this recipe. So that's interesting. So that's 12.5 ingots. And then the reinforced iron plate doesn't need ingots because it uses the other stuff we're making. So this should be fine. So that means in total, we need 60. Oh God, that's not 60, Rob. 60 plus 15 plus 12.5. So we need 87.5 iron a minute. So that's cool. I'm going to write that. Can I write it in here? No, you're not letting me. Why not? There we go. So that was 87.5. Right. Right. Yeah, 87.5. So that's how many iron we need. So this guy, we can already say we can just put him in here because the iron ore to iron ingots is 1:1. So let's just put that right in there. That is an interesting percentage, isn't it? But that's how much we want. Then, so that's not quite 3 smelters from memory because I think they do 30 a minute. So what we'll do is we'll just put the smelters in a little line like so. And I think, yeah, because if I do them nice and tight here, what I can do, so what I'm thinking is we'll tuck the smelters in like this. Oh, is that, have I got enough room to put a thing at the back? I don't want that to stick out too far. I think we might have to do that again, lads. Hang on. Let's put him a bit further back. Do I want him on that line or just this way of that line? I think like that's fine. Let's go like this. And then what we're going to do is over here, down this side, is where I'll put the storage boxes. And maybe they can even go this way. And then I can just come and grab the stuff when I need it. So I'm just going to plop them there just for placeholder. Just do them like that for now. And we can tidy them up properly in a bit. But that's where I want my storage boxes to end up. Then, so each of these is now going to have a splitter coming into it. So we just need to make sure that the red arrow that you can just see there is in the right place. So we'll stick him there, stick him there, stick him there, and we'll just connect this up real quick. So of course what's going to happen now is the ore will come out, it'll get split in 2 here, and then it'll get split in 2 again. So this one gets the most by far, right? And then these 2 get an equal amount. But over time this guy will fill up, and as soon as he's full, they'll start getting more frequently. It's still an equal amount. And then overall what happens is, you know, the ore will be coming through at a pace once they're all full, that it just keeps them topped up and they should just be fine. The other thing is then on the other side, what we need to do, let's just connect these belts up before I forget. No, 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 no. Did that just do a silly, oh, look at that. What is that? Anyway, so there we go. That's sorted out that side. And then we need to do the other side. Because what we're going to do as well is we're going to merge all of the output together. So he's going to make 30, he's going to make 30, he's going to make 27 point something or whatever. They're going to need to all output onto one line of ingots that we're going to send upstairs and then send to all the machines and spread out in the same way that we spread this out here. So we'll just stick this guy here, stick this guy here, stick this guy here. And we'll just connect these all up like so. And then this last one is going to have one of these guys on him. I don't know where he's going to go yet, but we'll just leave it there so we remember that's where that is. We just need to also connect these guys. The other thing we need to keep in mind that I've forgotten about until just now. Oh, I love the big jumps. So good. If we put our torch on, does that help? A little bit. Is this guy is producing 87.5, remember? So this belt needs to be a Mark II, so it can definitely carry that much. And then these little nuggets here needs to be as well. But these ones connecting in, they only need 30 a minute each, so having a normal belt there is just fine. And we'll do the same on this side, because they're going to be outputting the same high volume eventually. So that needs to be level 2. That needs to be level 2, and this guy will need to be level 2 as well. Hopefully that'll remind me. So now we need to build the next floor, I think. So let's get a small steel pillar. I'm going to put him just at the edge this time, I think, because we always end up doing our conveyors through the centre. So to avoid it looking terrible, we'll do this. And maybe we'll leave this guy open air if we can. I don't know how it's going to look, but we'll try it. We'll do like this, and I'll put a block on top, but it won't snap properly, and there might be a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out, so I just do it this way instead. We'll put a wall there. Oh, is that too low now? I think it is. Hang on. If I put that one more wall, can I snap to the next wall, the bottom of the next wall? Huh. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Never mind. We'll just do it like this anyway. We're in now. So, what am I doing? 1 meter zoop. That's it. So if we just bring this over, and then that gives us a nice area above here to put all of our constructors and assembler on. We might have to go up one more floor again, we'll see. Oh golly. We're always falling down in this game. Let's get another little column and we'll just put that there. Bit of a stickler for that sort of thing, mate. Maybe we'll come a bit this way, who knows actually. So maybe we will, because I think we'll need like a tidy way for the... let's just cut into the wall a little bit there. Yeah, for the conveyor to come down if it's going to line up with this thing. So what I might do now is just tidy these guys up, because they're looking okay. I'm just trying to think, if we end up with holes up here, let's put one in, just as a suggestion of where we might want it to be. Like not right at the edge, but maybe one in like that. In the centre on each one. Missing concrete. Oh dear. Let's go and sort that out. I'm enjoying the green walls. We should definitely put some more up. I just feel like walls are something I don't normally do until I've got ridiculous amounts of concrete spare. So because we're just expanding and trying to just get going at the moment still, I kind of feel like we can't justify wasting resources on loads of walls at the moment. So that's hopefully our 4 exit points for sort of like, we'll have like reinforced plates, normal plates, rods and screws, something like that. So we just want to make sure now that the boxes are in a good position to receive those goods. So I think, well, let's try it this way first. If we just plonk one of these here just to see where he lands, it's about there. So if I put this guy, yeah, I think are they the wrong direction or something? Why is it not giving me the little snap lines? It's a very strange game for that reason. I don't know why it doesn't do it sometimes and it does others. We want it sort of here, so just looking at where his feet are on the floor. It could probably go here. Yeah, I think it could as well. So halfway and halfway. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we'll get rid of this, and he'll need to be halfway and halfway with his red side pointing this way. So let's see. It's a little bit off, so about there. We'll do another one. There, I think. There. Oh, Christ. There? No, that last one's off. The others are all fine now, I think. Yeah. He's in the wrong place. No. And then, if I'm correct, we should be able... Oh no, that hole doesn't match up. Why is he not... Oh, still not in the right place. Hang on, that. There we go. And now we should be able to get one of these, change it to in-out mode, go like that. Yeah, perfect. So this is our pickup location. We can come here and just grab the stuff whenever we need it, so that's nice. And we need to just hop back upstairs now and get some machines built. Figure out how the heck it's all gonna work. So this is where the ingots are coming up at the moment, but we can send them anywhere on this floor, can't we? We can just use a conveyor to like maybe bring them in at this edge. It's probably a good idea, I think. So let's see if we can get that done real quick. Nothing's real quick in this game, is it? But that's kind of one of the most joyous parts of it, I think. So yeah, I think I am gonna do... Oh, cripes, we're low on iron plates as well. Let's grab some from our box over here. But yeah, one of the good parts of this game is just getting lost in the building. I think when I first started playing, I did spend a lot of time like chasing those objectives that are at the top left all the time. But it just gets you stressed, and it gets you very overwhelmed. I think taking the time to just learn how to automate all of the little systems you've got, trying to think about how much materials you've got, and making sure you're not making more than you're using and all that sort of stuff, just prepares you better for the end of the game. Really, it's good. So how do we want to do this? Really, I could do with smart splitters to make this work properly. I've just thought we do need smart splitters for some of the output, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We can work on getting smart splitters sorted. We can do them. We might be able to make a couple already because I do have some quick wire. So when we get to that part of the build, we'll go and do that. But my brain is doing that thing where it just races off and thinks about too many things at once. So let's keep it simple. We're going to make a conveyor hole about here that's going to feed into... Well, let's do it nice and central on the texture. And he's going to feed into some constructors. And we worked out we needed 4 constructors altogether. So I think fitting 4 constructors and an assembler on this floor is going to be tight, looking at it. But let's just see what happens. So the constructors need a little bit of room. It's going to come out and then we're going to do like a manifold again. So that means we'll have a series of sort of splitters splitting off their stuff. And then the other side will have some splitters that are going to send things off to the assembler, and the other things just feeding straight into storage. So we'll plop these guys like this. Go on, let him fit there. No, what are you doing, mate? What are you actually doing? Right, if we get him there and press H, he looks like he's on the floor. He's clipping through the wall. He is on the floor, but that's fine. As long as he's in line, and he's going to... They function as when they're clipping, like it doesn't really make any difference. So let's get back our splitter. It's going to enter from the bottom if we get rid of that. So yeah, we'll plop him there. Plop another one there. Plop another one there. And then we'll just connect these up. Like so. Dunk. Oh wait, those... Sorry. Done that thing again. It's very easy to not notice that they're all pointing in the right direction. I do it all the time. Even after all this time playing this game, it's ridiculous. Right. Oh, and you need to connect into that one. Okay, so before we do sorting the machines out any further, let's go downstairs and just make sure we connect up this to this. So we put you there. We'll delete you for now. We did think he had to be a Mark II, didn't he? So this has to be a Mark II too. That has to be a Mark II. Those have to be Mark IIs. Oh God, I need to remember that. This one needs to be a Mark II. Point that way. So this belt as well needs to be a Mark II. Sorted. Right, now we need to get back up the top. Can I just jump up from here? Oh, beautiful. Even just being able to jump on top of these like splitter and merger boxes is sort of game changing. Right, make sure that these are all 2. I think this last one doesn't need to be 2, but just to make sure it pulls resources fast enough. So let me just think. So now, the screws and the plates will go into the assembler to make the reinforced plates, and then the rods and the other plates we're going to just go into storage. So I think, and we wanted downstairs, I wanted the reinforced plates to be on the leftmost box. So we'll just make this guy rods. He only needs 15 per minute, so that's great. And he can just output straight into this box with no mucking about. So that's fine. Nice and easy. That's rods sorted anyway. Now we got 1 metal plates. Hang on, I need to look at the... what's the thing we're making again called? What is it called? Why is my brain failing me so much? Reinforced iron plate. There he is. And we were going to make 4 of these, we said. So we need 24 iron plates for that, which is just more than we make. So what we'll need to do is we need to merge the iron plates. We're going to send all of them to create the reinforced plates by default, and then I'll use a smart splitter eventually to just let the spare go to storage. So let's think about this. So, maybe we can just do this right here then. Oh, what about the screws? Where are we going to make the screws? Maybe in this one actually. So maybe this can be the screws. Yes. Yeah. So we're going to make some screws. We only need 48 per minute or something daft like that. So I'm going to see if I can make... Can we just make smart splitters? That's the question. I should really check that out. So we'll put a normal splitter there for now. We'll do the smart splitters at the end. So he's going to feed into here. He's going to feed into another one of these over here to do our screw storage. But he's also going to go upstairs probably into our assembler, which is going to have to go upstairs. I think we don't have room here, do we, to do it? Ooh, that was quite a fall. And then we just need to join the plates up and send them upstairs too. I thought I saw the ladder on the side there. It is there. Come on. What we get? So these guys need to join up. So we need to merge them, then split them, which is a bit annoying. Or do I only split one of them off to storage? That could actually work, you know. So let's try it that way and see how it works. So I'll do a splitter like this. Because I can change this to be a smart splitter afterwards, of course. That'll work just fine, I think. And then this will be a merger. Oh no, let me do this the other way around. Because let me think about it. Oh no, because this is going to be the reinforced plates, mate. Oh, blinking heck, Rob. Blinking heck, mate. Get rid of that text. There we go. Right, so yes, let's put him here. We'll have a merger here. So that's going to send all of the iron plates into it. This is going to send some spare iron plates from this one into it. And they're going to just go... they're going to go upstairs. Somewhere. Okay, like the screws do. And then this guy is also going to go forwards. And we'll just do this. And that's going to just be my iron plate storage. Sweet. I think that's fine. So now we just need to make the top floor. Floors upon floors. And we'll just stick an assembler up there who's going to take those inputs and make something new out of it. Where's the... So actually I might as well just do a wall, thinking on it. Because they work better for the snapping. So I think we'll do it 3 tall? Or 2 tall? 3 tall. Come on, man, snap to the other side. Sometimes this happens where I'm trying to get it to snap to the opposite edge, and it won't do it until you've put one on this side. But now it's done it, we should be good to just do this. Okay, so this has become a lot more of a proper little factory now, hasn't it? So now we'll go back underneath, and maybe we won't go back underneath yet, actually. Let's think. So I want my output to come sort of here, I think. Yeah, this is right in the corner where we've got... So almost straight down from here is where we want it to filter, I think. Yeah. So, in fact, why don't I just drop down? Can we do that real carefully, like this? Whoop. And we'll put him in the same place on this one, so it's already there for us. We can delete that as well for now. Then, can we copy that ladder? No. Come here. Come here. Why is that not letting me do... There we go. Getting on a ladder from this position is not easy, but you can sort of do like a weird floaty jump thing I've managed to do a few times. Hang on a sec. Oh, that's usually my little trick there. You just go like this, and he grabs on. There we go. So we got that hole now. So where do we put our assembler? Can he fit in front of it? Is that lined up? That looks lined up to me. Let's just put it there. And it can just literally feed straight in. So that should do us nicely. So then all I need to do is if we just do some more... This is why I love the floor holes. They're very, very useful for this sort of building. We put those guys there. We'll do a couple of these again. Ah! What is this thing doing? There we go. Right. Perfect. So those two inputs are set. We can change this guy to be reinforced iron plates. We'll drop him down to 4 because we're not going to be giving him enough materials for the rest. Well, in fact, the way this is set up, it doesn't really matter. Like, I should be able to just... I could set it to whatever value I want. Lower, anyway. If I found, like, my iron plates or screws were a bit too low, we could just drop it to 3 and then more would start getting filtered into there instead. I think to start, we'll leave it on 4 because it is quite a crucial component. And we'll go and have a quick look once we've connected this up if we can do the smart filters, because that'll be really, really cool. So there's the 2 inputs. So I just need this one to connect to one of them. So he's going to be the iron plates. Is he at too sharp an angle to do this? I like doing little right angles. Oh wait, hang on. Need to stick one of these on. Then try and connect it. Nah, it just looks a bit naff, doesn't it? How can we make that look better? I think maybe if we add... Can I add one of these on? Do they then... Sometimes that puts them just in the right position that they can line up. Because it sort of moves the thing forward a little bit. What we'll try... Let's try just doing him... It's in this direction. Then connect him. Yeah, that's fine. And then the other one will be coming from... So that's the plates, that's the plates. This is the screws here. So you want the screws doing a similar thing. Place them like that. Put this guy like this. And just hook those two up like that. So there we go. That should be doing everything we need now. So the only thing I think that's left to do is maybe... well, it's not maybe. No, maybe about it. We need to hook this up for starters. I forgot about that. That's going to be our output. That's going to take our reinforced plates down to the bottom. Put them back in the containers. So that's looking all tidy from this side, actually. I kind of like that. So, what else can we do? Power. So let's think about this. There's some rogue power lines just going through the building. We're definitely going to need to fix that as a starting point. Sorry, lads. We're going to put him outside the building for now. We'll have to redo all of this copper stuff soon as well. Okay, this is looking pretty good, though. This is looking pretty good. Let's get power line added to this wall here. Or maybe to this column, because I think that wall might get deleted. Donk, donk. And we've got 3 guys to get powered here. So I might just do a couple of power outlets just so we got plenty in case we add another machine in the future or something like that. And we'll just connect you to there. Good, mine's going again. We didn't set what these machines should be doing yet, actually. So we should do that. I'll just add another outlet there, and we'll hook that one up to there. There we go. These guys don't have instructions yet, so we need to give them some instructions. We want to make copper ingot at 30. We needed 87.5, so you can make 30 as well. And then you, or we can do it in a really awkward way that might actually use less power. Let's be obnoxious and do that. Oh, got the console open. So we figured it out to be 87.5 is how many ingots we need. So if I divide that by 3, 29.16666. So if I make each of them make 29.1666, where's my... Whoa, I couldn't get my game to come back there. But I don't think I'm going to do it. That just seems too finicky. We'll just make this one 27.5. Right. Why are they not going? I'm confused. Why are they not producing? Tell them to make copper ore. Oh, it's because it should be iron ore, you absolute cretin. I was getting so confused. That was funny. Right, iron, and oh, at least remember you should be doing 27. That's quite handy. So there we go. That's all the iron getting produced. So off it goes. It's already, you can see it already flying off. Oh, nice Mark II conveyors. And he comes up here. These guys are all lacking in power, so we need to sort that out, actually. Being a bit hasty running up the stairs there. How can we do this? If I just plop... Oh, I do want to plop another... Let's see. If we... I can't put it there. Could put it here. That clipping? I think it might be a little bit, but we'll do it anyway. This guy can then connect to here. It's through the floor, not ideal, but we'll just live with that, I think. No, I can't live with it. Well, take this one and stick it to this edge. That's bad. There we go. And this guy will connect to there. Then we'll connect to here and here. And maybe down to here. And then these machines... Oh, did I actually do that? No. Sometimes power line connections are very fiddly. Right, so this guy should be making iron plates, and this guy should just be making iron plates. I don't think we need to set any fancy speeds for them or anything. There we go. Now we just need to get the power upstairs as the final sort of step. Nearly there. Nearly there. Where would that be equivalent? Like here? Can't quite. Yeah, I think it is there. Stick a little power line on here. No. Ah, let's change the angle. It's a bit too fiddly to get it to go there, I think, from where I stood. We'll do that. Connect those. Connect him. I'm just going to leave this open top for now. We might decorate it at some point. And now he should be very soon. Not getting many screws. I might just stop the screw storage splitter because it's going to just be siphoning so many screws that, yeah, we'll just delete this belt for now. We'll let that just go. So all of the screws will just go up there for now. And that's absolutely fine. We'll do a quick run. I think everything is hooked up now. Let's just make sure the assembler looks like it's working now. It's getting screws. Oh man, we messed that jump up. Tell you what, let's just do one of these. Bit easier. Right, everything ticking along here? Have you started making them? Yes, you have. So there we go. He's busy making our iron plates now. That is great news. We can rest assured that we've tidied up all of our production into this neat little factory. I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. And then our storage boxes are all nice in a line here. That's really cool. Right, have we got more? Yeah, we got a bunch of quick wire waiting. That's perfect. Because now we should be able to just craft. Can I craft those things yet, or do I need to unlock them? So I can do quick wire, but I don't think we can do AI limiters. No. Okay, so we need to research the AI limiters. Oh, what did we get? Stitched iron plate. Oh, and copper rotor. That's quite interesting. But I don't think it seems that useful. And stitched iron plate. How many recipes for iron plate have I currently got? Only one. I think it could be useful in the future because reinforced iron plates are quite a common part. And if you end up in a situation where you want to make iron plates and you've only got a limited amount of iron because you're using it for other stuff, it could be useful. So actually, I think I'm going to take. Oh, do we take copper rotor? This is a similar vibe. Like if you're in a limited sort of iron situation, being able to use copper instead could be really handy. Maybe we're just not going to take it. We'll leave that one because he's a good one to keep in the pocket in case we get to a situation where either could be appropriate. But we were going to look at AI limiters. So I just need some copper sheets. Let's grab those real quick. And we do need copper sheets to actually build the AI limiter. That's usually, actually, we didn't mention that, but that's usually how these little screens work. So if you need, like in this instance, we need quick wire and copper to unlock AI limiters. You use quick wire and copper to then build AI limiters. So here he is. So we'll start the research on that, please. Fantastic. So that's good. Now we need to craft 10 AI limiters. And then some reinforced plates, which we have got producing in our nice new factory, so I'm happy they're going to be ready in a minute. So let's just grab the what's it called, crafting table, and see if we can make some AI limiters. We can make 12. How many did we need? Was it just 10? That's perfect. We will need to get a Kateria mine set up. The thing is, we're so close to like power limits, I think we have to do coal first, just to make sure that we've got enough power to then start new factories. Because we should be okay with what we've just set up, because it should be using roughly the same power we were using before. Maybe I should just check. Let's check the power usage actually while I'm thinking about it. Okay, we're up to a sort of steady 280, it looks like. So yeah, that's close. And that's leaving us the spare we need probably to run the sort of water pumps and stuff we need for coal, from how I understand it from previous experience. I'm just taking a moment. Hang on. I like underlying. Do you see what I mean? Like it looks like the sand is reflecting up on the roof. It's very cool. I haven't seen many games do that as effectively as this. It's that Unreal Engine 5 is pretty good, man. But this factory is doing great guns. Let's see if we can actually make an AI limiter. That would be friggin' great if we could. Have we got any spare? The 15 or 16 that were in this box should still be there. Yeah, we're going to take those just so I've stolen them. And we'll let that all just tick along at its own pace otherwise. And let's see if we can unlock that research. Where's it gone? Here he is. Yeah, perfect. We've got just enough for 2 smart splitters, I think. Or do I need, how much quick, I might need quick wire to build them. Let's have a look. So we've got smart splitters. Oh no, look, it doesn't use quick wire to build the smart splitter. Flipping great. So we just need a rotor, 2 iron reinforced plates, and 1 AI limiter. The cool thing about this as well is like, I think we talked about it briefly before, but you can like upgrade these items as well in the same way you could upgrade the other stuff. Oh wait, we've gone too high. See if we can float down onto the next floor. So here, what I can do, see, is this is our conveyor splitter. I've copied it. If I press E, it will switch to smart splitter. But it's not an auto upgrade like when you do it on conveyors. You have to hold control and it will do that. So it's doing the same thing once I hold control. So that's going to turn this to be a smart splitter. Smart splitters are my favourite, man. Love them. If we look at this, it shows us, let me just quickly change this to just none. So this is now showing us what the left, centre and output, right output does, and that's from the perspective of the coloured side, right, because this is in. So what we want this to do is, we want the right output to be, I'm going to just say any. So anything that comes this way, because there's always going to be plates, can go this way and go fed up to our reinforced plates upstairs. That's going to fill up soon-ish, and when it does, I want the overflow to go into my centre output here. So that just means then, so this is the priority, making the reinforced plates is the priority for this sort of production line now. So you'll see, look, these plates are coming in and they'll all go this way until this conveyor backs up all the way into this box. And then they'll start going this way and into storage. So that's great, that's what we want. And then we want the same thing here, basically. So I'm going to plop another smart storage here. This is for our screws, and we'll do the same thing again. So, well, actually, we don't even need to do that. We can copy this smart splitter and paste it onto this one. And now we can see center is overflow and right is any, which is exactly what we want it to do. So now I can just connect this back up. Sweet. Okay, well, this all seems to be ticking along real nice. Maybe we should go and have a quick check back on what we built earlier to see if that's still ticking along nicely. Where's our... Oh, we deleted our jump pad. Let's put him back. He was quite handy for this exact reason. So if we pop you there, bring you up like this. That looks good to me. We'll just connect you up. Power up, please. There we go. Oh, that was very clutch, but I enjoyed it. So this guy looks like he's ticking along just nice. He's working at 100% efficiency, which is what we want. So that's good. Is this guy still working at 100% efficiency? Yeah. So if these two assemblers are going 100%, I'm pretty happy. There might be some backing up going on. I doubt it. I think, let's just check what's our power line, our power graph looking like. It's a bit stop-starty. I'm not sure exactly what's causing that. I'll do an optimization run off stream. Oh, wait a second. Oh, concrete's not been running for a while. Oh, because I deleted that pole. Forgot to connect it back up. Silly mistake. Thankfully, we had tons. But cool. Right, so this is actually looking pretty good now. We can delete these walls. Not that power line, though. And maybe these walls as well. But now, I'm quite pleased. Quite pleased, everyone. It's looking good. Looking real good. So, I'm just looking up at the top up here. We've got 118 of our little things done, so that's not too shabby at all. And this is nice. No extra coupons, but what we can start using the smart splitters for later, you see, is for overflowing into these sinks. So what I'd probably end up doing here is you just insert another smart splitter before any of these storage drops, and you'll just say storage is priority, and then overflow out into this guy if there's too much stuff. You know, we'd probably just put a merger at the back of this box, and then we could just feed them all into there, and that'd be fine. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We are coming up close to time, so I'm one of those points where I'm like, I don't want to start anything too major. But I think we're doing real good. We're doing real good. So let's let's do a little recap again. We completed this objective today, and that feels like so long ago. So we did our first space elevator objective by constructing our smart plane right at the top of this factory over here. We've changed this factory now to be completely dedicated to making just smart plating on the one side, and the assembler at the top on the other side is making our modular frames. So these are for our general use at the moment. They do become sort of like a normal crafting ingredient for quite a lot of things, but they're also used in a lot of production as well. So we'll just leave those as they are for now, I think. All of our plates are going upstairs and getting used for other stuff, so we've just then tidied up all of this, all of our stuff. We had stuff coming out of there before, stuff coming out of here. We tidied up all of that metal manufacture into here now, so these are just now our storage boxes for us to use. That's probably the tidiest factory I've ever made, by the way, so I'm pleased with that, how that's turned out, in terms of just being nice and organised and having like smelting one floor, these guys up here, final step up there, and it's all feeding down in some boxes. I used to always forget about the boxes, but I'm starting to think about they need to be at the bottom. So that's looking great too. I think next time around we're going to probably start looking at doing coal power. I've not quite got enough stuff, or have we actually? Maybe we can pop that milestone now before we finish. We need 150 plates. I think we're probably a little bit short right now. I might be able to just... Well, let's decant all of this stuff that we had here. Right, we'll take all of these, put them back. I'm definitely going to be able to... Alan, where do screws come down now? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. We'll put all those back in there. So the screws are already full, pretty much, you know. We do need to get some sinks sorted out. So getting what's the word? More quick wire and AI limiters, so we can start doing more regular smart splitters is definitely what we need to do. So that box there is full as well, which is nuts. I could really do with those bigger storage boxes already, man. But I think that's all we've got. So the rods go in this furthest one. So that's that. So let's see, we can get rid of these rods for now, I think. And I can probably just get rid of those for the heck of it. Oh, we never built... I've just realised I've got 2 sticks in my inventory because I never built this thing because I got so distracted. Oh, this game. Right, let's grab a stack of rods then. We'll just make ourselves a nicer weapon. Can I make it? Where is it? Oh yeah, it's already highlighted. I'm not just being a silly there. There we go. Ting, 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 ting. Xeno Basher crafted. So he's pretty cool too. Again, I'm digging the pink colour scheme. It looks well good. So this is great now. We don't need to use this one anymore. In fact, I'm just going to put that in the bin. We definitely don't want to use it anymore. So we'll have that as our slot 1. We'll have some heals as our last slot. We'll try and use the gun a bit more. And we can have the chainsaw. Look at all these hand slots. Very exciting business. Did we even make the parachute? I think we did the research for that, and we never made one. I've been playing for 2 hours. What did I need for that? Some fabric, which I think I ditched in one of these boxes. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. So in here we've got some mycelio, which we need, and we'll take some of this protein, because we can use that real quick to make some biomass. And then I should be able to craft some fabric. Oh, how many did we need for that bloody parachute? I didn't pay attention. 20, I think it was. I keep forgetting to use the to-do list. It's very handy, because it auto-clears once you've made the thing. Right, so there we go. Bunk. We've now got a parachute. Should have done that at the start, as soon as we got it available, because now we can equip that on our back slot, and essentially it just lets us do this. How can we demonstrate? Oh, we've got the jump pad. But now, if we fall from a high place, we can just press jump in the air and parachute, which is real nice. You can just sort of really slowly float if you want. It's very handy. It's got very twitchy controls, I think, because I use the run key quite a lot. You have to be careful because you can run while you're falling, which is a bit of an odd sensation. But yeah, anyway, so we've got parachute sorted, that's good. we've hit our 2-hour limit. I think we're probably going to call it. Let's go somewhere where we can get a nice little view of our new empire. Where's going to be the best? Maybe we have to build a new lookout point, like over there somewhere. Previously, we've done it from here, so maybe we'll just go here again. Look at us now, we're getting so good. So yeah, as always, everybody, thank you very much for hanging out with us. We'll move on to going some coal next time. It's going to get real exciting. Things are going to start getting very complicated very soon. But yeah, thanks everybody. I'll catch you in the next one.